Hey guys, it's Stefan. Welcome back to Road to Platinum, and as you can see, we are at Gold 255 LP, and we get a Diana game in today. So, uh, off the bat, I saw the mid laner had Smite, so I was like, do you want a mid? Like, I was like, you can swap, you can see it in the chat. That I was fully willing to swap with him. So we end up swapping. I do go mid. I'm playing with the bot lane on our team. They invited me to a game and I was like, yeah, sure, I'll come along. It was like 11 p.m. and I was like, yeah, let's go. So I threw up my recording, and this is pre-recorded. I'm commentating over this. And yeah, so we're at gold 255 LP, and so we're getting more Diana games in. Like I said I would do, you know, coming back, Diana, more Diana. And so, yeah. We're just choosing champions. We get the first pick, Yasuo top, and I was like, oh god, please no. Not like this. Then we get the Jinx, and we end up getting the Fiddlesticks as well. Their team is really weird. It's a snowballing team, but they don't really have a super late game because of Lee Sin, obviously. So I was like, yeah, I'll just go Diana. This is the first game I played after fixing my sensitivity. I mentioned it in one of the videos that I was going to lower my sensitivity, and in this game, that's what I had done. So I was just rushing through my masteries to standard. I decided to go the defensive route here, and since I'm against Annie, I wanted some more health regen, and I actually decided to go for more health here, just to survive through the lane, and then summoner cooldown reduction for my teleport. The runes I'm using in this game are Magic Penetration reds, Health per level yellows, AP quints, and Magic Resist per level blues. Since they have both Brand and Annie, I was like, yeah, I want some Magic Resist. I probably should have taken some armor as well, mostly for the purpose of, you know, surviving a Lee Sin gank, but yeah, so we're against an Ignite Annie. I was like, oh, that's a rough one. Come to think of it, I think the Jinx was actually smurfing, now that I think of it. So, but don't worry, I don't end up getting carried. I don't like being carried by people. It will happen on occasion, but if it happens I'm playing with someone and they carry me through a game, I try so hard next game that I usually carry, you know, against them. I usually like carry harder, and just like I don't like being carried. I want to win my games, but honestly, at this point, I think you might as well just abuse dynamic queue. Like, yes, you can solo queue all you want, but honestly, you'll see in this game that I play just overall a lot better to, you know, recent standards, and that's just because I have a team I can rely on. I have a bot lane I can roam to and help them get fed, you know, things like that. And you know, I mean, even then, if it was a random bot lane, they did, like, that's the problem, right? They didn't really die much either. Like, they never really died in lane. That's all I want from my team. If my team stays safe and just doesn't die, I got this. Like, I'm pretty confident that especially bot lane, which is why one of the reasons I prefer duoing. If I'm duoing with someone, I actually like duoing with the support. The reason behind this is, well, the supports are the ones that keep the AD carry safe, and if the support has bot lane under control, I don't really have to worry about bot lane. He's also the guy throwing up the CC if I roam or if I'm ganking as a jungler. So personally, you probably shouldn't duo like mid and support, or jungle support is okay, but mid and support, if you're playing with one person, you could play with a jungler as a mid laner. But I mean, it's always worked out pretty well when I play with supports, and it's just right now I'm getting put in games where there's 2 or 3 premates anyway. Like there's 2 or 3 men premates on both teams, and then it's just a toss up which premate is better. And I'm just not willing to, you know, it's you just putting at this point of League of Legends, you put yourself at a disadvantage by solo queuing. Especially if you're not smurfing. If you're smurfing, solo queuing is fine, but you know, when you're playing in your main elo trying to climb, you just put yourself in a disadvantage if you're not, you know, using dynamic queue. I've said in the past that I don't like people who abuse it, but at this point, oh, apparently there's malware. Oops, that's fine. So yeah, that's a pop-up. Whatever, I'll fix that some other time. It's not a big issue. It's probably some false positives, honestly. That's usually what happens. Anyway, so we're just going through loading screen. It's taking a while. Unlucky. Okay, there we go. So, I felt a big difference when I recorded this game. I recorded it with, basically didn't record the sound or the microphone and just played. I just had the recording on, minimized it, forgot that I was recording. Well, I didn't forget, but I subconsciously didn't really care that I was recording. So, I was just playing like I normally would play a game, and I didn't have to do any sort of commentary to distract myself. Which felt better, honestly. It's yeah, it felt a lot better. I feel like I played a lot better. Anyway, so let's stop talking about the future and let's talk about this. I start W. This is you will see me start this 99.3% of the time. And it's just, you can take some of the poke, especially from something like Annie. Here Yasuo was talking about them having a hard snowball, but then I'm like, so do we. We have a Jinx Braum with Fiddlesticks, Yasuo, and Diana. We are a definition of a snowball team. Like, this is a really hard snowballing team that we have. But their team is pretty hard snowball too, with Gangplank, Annie. But I would say that ours snowballs better. Mostly because Diana is one of the hardest snowballing champions in the game. But so is GP actually. And so is Yasuo. So like, you have really hard snowballers on both sides of the game. End up getting all 6 CS, then I forgot. I missed that one. That one was really depressing. So Annie tanked a lot of the minions. She's still tanking them. Okay, she's done tanking them. Yes. So I missed that one too. Damn. Okay. So here I throw a Q at Annie. Just poke her more. Since she was already tanking minions, she was going to be pretty low. I was thinking about staying here, but she had stun up, so I was kind of scared. If Lee Sin was coming, it would have been a bit scary, but at level 2, Annie doesn't really do that much damage. So with my W and my flash with my minions, I think I could have survived a level 2 gank from Lee. So I wasn't that worried. Even when I look back at it, I still believe that I would have been fine. Cannon! There we go, got it. Lost this minion, so I should have used my Q on it. So she's got to tank the minions again, and she's running out of potions. We're recalling potions, but I have teleport, she doesn't. Here I decided to get like a ward in the river, because I also want to protect my bot lane a little bit. Because as long as we can protect Jinx early on, we'll be in a pretty good team comp here. So I'm getting Qs on the Annie. She was letting me do the Qs for free. All game. I was getting kind of scared because Lee Sin hadn't really, like as far as I remember, he hadn't really ganked anywhere. You'll also notice, I'm going to say one more thing about like what you will notice in this game. My map awareness is 10 times better when I'm not commentating a game. You'll see that in a second. So I keep pushing the Annie in because she has this habit of tanking some of the minion shots, and That's pretty beneficial for me just to relieve pressure. So I'm up to 740 gold. This is about the time I want to go back and buy items. So I'm gonna shove this lane pretty hard, and I do damage on the. I see the leap. I'm not that worried. I was looking at the map. I wasn't that worried because Annie's really low, and I've got 2 points in W. I don't really see a point in taking my E early in this matchup. So I just go Q again. There's no reason for me to take E. Doesn't do anything against any of them. Maybe the Lucian, but that's about it. So, seems like there's a fight down bot lane, and my bot lane survived it. So this time, I don't go double Dorans, I actually go for the components for Rod of Aegis. This is weird. Lee was really low. Yasuo gets first blood here. Really good. Pretty sure Yasuo does really well against Gangplank early. Could be wrong, so if I am, let me know. But as far... I miss that CS. As far as I remember... I could have flashed Q auto this, like just auto with my passive with my W, but she also had flash, so it wasn't really worth doing. But if I had ignite, I would have killed her. Here I was like, I gotta get the CS. So she's really low here, but I'm pretty far away from getting level 6, so I was like, yeah, whatever. So I get another Q here. I could have flash W'd, but still, I'm not 100% because if I had double Dorans, flash W would have made with passive would have maybe killed her, or not with passive, but with what's it called, W would have maybe killed her. But I was like, yeah, I don't really want to risk it. So while Annie's back, I'm gonna actually go into the jungle here. I'm gonna look for Lee Sin because Yasuo's getting like, he was going for the gangplank. He gets a kill, so I was just looking around and. Lee Sin was top side. I was going to try to get there in time, but Lee got the kill anyway. So here, just take the Wraith. This gives you a nice bunch of XP, gives you a little bit more CS, and it takes some CS and XP from the jungler. Obviously, you don't get as much as the jungler because you don't have a jungle item, but it's still really worth doing. So here, Annie got rid of her stun, so I just walked up. I wasn't scared at all. So I see Lee Sin is walking down, so I'm like, yeah, let's convene on him. So he stopped going there. I see he didn't appear on my ward, so I was like, let's go to this side here. So I was like, wait, is he this way? And then I see him here. So recently I swapped out one of my keybinds for attack move. It's about to get me killed soon. Just a spoiler. So here, I should have gone for the Lee Sin. 100% should have killed the Lee Sin because I could have killed the Annie. I had magic resist. So here, I just stand and tank it. So here, I'm spamming. I was going to use my potion, but I was using the old keybinds that I was using. I like using custom keybinds. I tend not to use the basic keybinds in video games, mostly because if I change them, it just helps me memorize them. Yasuo could have killed that Lee Sin. That was a pretty good Lee Sin play, though. Yeah, unfortunate, but that's okay. So Fatal Stick says like, sorry. I'm like, no problem. It wasn't really his fault. I fucked up a little bit there. If I'd used the potion, I probably would have been able to duel the Lee Sin too. If I had started using the potion sooner, but after swapping around the keybinds I was like, wait. But yeah, it's whatever. I don't think it matters too much. I mean, obviously it would have been cool to get another kill. So here I just go for E. E might have been pretty beneficial in that last play that we were having. So here I just trade with Annie. She just got rid of her stuns, so there was no reason for me not to take this trade. Especially once I have my catalyst component for Rod of Ages. My mana is fine, so I don't need to worry about that. I need to catch my breath. Talking a lot. So she's tanking the minions again. She's doing this a lot. In her situation, I don't think I would have gone Rod of Ages into Diana. There's a skirmish in the bot lane. I see this and I'm like, yeah, I want to roam on this. I was not in voice comms or anything with them, so I was like, yeah, I just pinged it. So he stopped running. He was going to try to kill them. So I just go for the safe kill rather than risking the death of my teammates. I would rather just kill the brand instead of trying to go like 2 for 1 or 2 for 2. It was really risky. Jinx didn't have any mana to back me up, so it was basically just me and Braum. And Braum was already low health, so going for the brand there is the safer option. And I managed to get the cannon. So, because he pushed it out really slow, I actually didn't lose that many minions from roaming that. So here you're about to see perfect CSing almost. I got every single one of those. that was pretty decent. Even though I say so myself. So here I give up the melee minion just to push it a little bit faster. And I give up a range creep there as well. Okay, so they got dragon. I'm running around getting rid of ward here. So I see Brand and I see Fiddlesticks is here charging his ultimate, so I'm like, yeah. Maybe I should have swapped over to the Annie, but I don't know. Either way, I think I only would have gotten 1 for 2. I think we were only going to get 1 person and we weren't going to get 2. I felt like Brand was the more guaranteed kill, so mostly because I saw that Brand had already flashed when I roamed bot lane. So I knew Annie still had flash, she hadn't roamed anywhere, she hadn't teleported for me. So here I go roaming up thinking Yasuo's ultimate is up, but I'm being a dummy. Although, he's going to blame me for this, what we do. I should not use my W this soon. I should have waited to use it for damage. So here, Yasuo goes in. I'm tanking the tower, take 1 more shot. There you go. He could have just 1 more auto. He would have probably died for it, but here he's pinging me. 1, he flashed my Q. I say he flashed my E, but I meant to say Q. And I thought Yasuo had ultimate. I didn't look. I just assumed he had ult. I meant to say he flashed my Q. So what I was going to do is just RE and just rely on the Yasuo ultimate, but that was my fault. I didn't look at his spells. Should have done that. So I'm back in the mid lane. Almost 90 farm at 91 farm at 12ish minutes. Considering how much I've roamed, I don't think it's the worst. So I'm going to get a little bit of pressure on this tower. Lee is going to come. I'm not too worried here. I'm still pretty tanky. I was not worried here at all. I still have my cooldowns, but the thing is here, I flash away. I was not sure if Lee Sin has ultimate or not, and I did not want to risk it, so I just flash away. I could have maybe killed him. Come to think of it, when I look at it back, there's a chance I could have killed him. But I would rather play it safe there. And so this is one of the things, because I know my teammates have been playing well and they've been warding around and stuff. I choose to go red trinket. I tend to stick with yellow trinket a lot when I play mid, but going red trinket as an assassin is really important to play with vision. But a lot of the times you can't do that because your teammates don't ward enough, and you might be the only one fed enough to roam around to actually ward. So here there's nothing I can do here. He's going to get away, so I'm just going to take the farm. Close Jinx Rocket. So here we don't see Annie anywhere. I'm kind of not pinging it, but I was pretty sure she just went back. Yeah. Sometimes I don't ping when they're missing. Mostly if I think that they're just going back. Like a lot of the time I think, yeah, they went back. So yeah, here I'm just roaming down. We see them fighting a little bit. Why Brand keeps going here, I don't know. I have no idea why Brand just kept doing that. I have no clue whatsoever. He should have just backed off. He saw me killing the pink ward, so he should have just left. So here I just choose to go back to mid lane. I ping it just to let mostly my bot lane know that I had left. Sometimes people don't notice that you leave and they think they've got your backup, but then you're not actually there. That happens sometimes when people get angry with you. So utilizing passive to get the CS. Now GP is on a killing spree and this isn't looking too hot. So the thing that's about to come up next is I might be about to get to a position that I don't play this particularly well. So I go in, right? I go here, I dodge his barrel after my passive. I should have just R-Q'd him there, but at the same time, I'm I'm baiting for Fiddle to go and get him. Here I'm just really scared because he might have his ultimate. I should have taken that cannon. Here I was going to walk away in case he was going to Q back, so he would be out of range. So here they come and turn it. I am really scared here. I don't have my ultimate yet. And yeah, it wasn't enough. Maybe I should have used my second R on Lee Sin there instead of Annie. But yeah, my bad I guess. Could have been better. But it was still a 1-for-1. Although I didn't get an assist on it, it was still worth it for my team, I would say. Actually no, I had a shutdown. Never mind. Not worth it. Here I was like, wait, is Lucian going to get this tower? I was like, yep, they're going to get first blood tower. So I'm the only person strong on my team. Me and Fiddlesticks are strong. Yasuo through his lead top lane. Bot lane is just going even, but they're losing tower. So now they are probably, I would say, around 1,000 gold ahead of us, roughly. Not completely, but something like that. And now Infernal Dragon is up, and you guys know how I feel about Infernal Dragon. Probably shouldn't have used this yet, because there's a pink ward here. Didn't have any wards, else I would have placed some wards there. I would have liked Fiddlesticks to run from his topside jungle just to come do this with us, just for his smite. I can tank it and kill it with Jinx doing damage to it. I shouldn't have R'd the cannon there and lost it because of it. Well, I lost my R cooldown. That's a mistake that you sometimes don't want that to happen. So Fiddlesticks is taking a while to come down to this dragon here, and I'm like, oh, I don't have smite, I can't steal it. I fucked up my E there. So here I'm very aware. I see Annie. You see how quickly I've turned away? I'm just very aware of what's going on. I thought I would keep running, but Fiddle feared him. So it's worth so far. Decent. I don't think this was worth. So a lot of the times dying for Infernal Dragon is worth it. But this is continuing our snowball, and bot lane is probably going to get a tower from this. I don't know how low it is, but I'm pretty sure they get tower from this. So we are snowballing pretty hard now because of this. Like we said early in the game, we have a really big snowballing team comp. And that's what they kind of needed to avoid. We snowball really hard. So yeah, we get bot lane tower. So I would say that if we go late game, it's good for them, but our late game is better than their late game anyway, except for GP. I would say that I would argue that I scale better than Annie, especially considering this Annie has about 20 Annie games on her account, when I have at least 150 this season of Diana, and then there's more over the past, in normals on other accounts. So I have probably 400 or 500 Diana games. I'm confident that I'm going to be more useful than the Annie, even though Annie is an easier champion to play. So late game, we're stronger. Even though they get Infernal Dragon, it's still going to be in our favor. So here I'm not that worried. I'm getting pretty tanky. I've got my Roa, I've got Merc Treads, Magic Resist per level. I'm not worried of anything anymore. I'm not afraid of the dark, mommy. I don't know why I said that. So Annie left for a little bit, so I'm pushing. I lost a few CS there. I honestly don't mind it when I'm pushing like this. I don't see them, so here I'm just going to ask the Fiddlesticks if I can do blue, and since he doesn't answer, I usually take that as yes, and he doesn't ping me away either. So I just say, okay, that's a yes, most likely. If he pinged me away, I would have stopped doing it. But since he didn't ping me away, I'm guessing he needed it. Gangplank kills Yasuo again. I was thinking about roaming up there, but I don't think I would have gotten there in time. So here we're getting into a little bit of a tussle. Fiddlesticks just get blown up. Here I'm like, oh shit, this is where we throw, right? This is looking really bad. But he actually, okay, so a mistake that Lee Sin makes there is that he spends the rest of his energy on E. He could have queued me again. But here I'm sticking around because they want to kill me, but I'm also wanting to bait them. Like, they're all squishy, they don't really have a tank, so if they dive me, I can actually tank it with my W if they don't do it correctly, and I have flash. So I was kind of waiting for them to dive me. But then I was like, ah, whatever, I'll go back. So yes, Yasuo shows up, I pop up my hair, and I use my Q into the ward, into the brush, just to see if they have any vision there. So it was like, they get the tower, I'm just going to leave. Then I cancel it, and I missed that. I flashed it just to finish doing the damage I could. I don't think I needed to flash that, but... here Annie is just dueling me. They get a pick on the Lee Sin here. I was going to use my passive, and I was like, wait. Okay. Should I have taken that kill from Jinx? Yes or no? He would have probably gotten it with his W, but I don't want to risk Annie just using her spells and killing Jinx. Like, I don't want to risk any chance of that, so I'm just like, yeah, I'll just take it. So now I'm getting pretty strong, and something to keep in mind, Lucian is still 0-0-0, and he's been no part of the game whatsoever. I'm on 2 items. I was like thinking about going Abyssal next. Then I was like, wait, Sonya's maybe? GP kills Yasuo again. So it's looking, it's me against GP. Me and Fiddlesticks carrying against GP. So I do what I think against their team comp I should do. I split push. I think that's the best thing, and I feel like my team is going to understand how they must play around it when I split push. So you see I'm not pushing any further. I don't see them on the map. You see I'm hesitating. I didn't want to do anything, so I'm just waiting. Sorry about that. Gotta catch a breath here. So I see Annie here. She doesn't see me apparently. Okay, so we're gonna start fighting again. So Jinx gives up farm top lane for Yasuo. I think we should have been here. I don't think we want to contest this anyway. It's just a Cloud Dragon. I don't care about the Cloud Dragon. So here I'm running into no vision, but as I said, I've got Merc Treads, Braum was close, and I have, I wanted this cannon. Yeah, so I'm pretty tanky. My shield's maxed already. Here I fuck up. I should have waited with my R until he goes over and used it then, but Jinx gets the kill. So here I saw they had a ward there, so I just decided to leave in case they do some flash Annie shit on me. I misclicked. I didn't click that properly. I should have just gone and pushed the... I didn't even hit my Q. Jesus. Should have gone back, pushed the bot lane. I shouldn't be here. My R isn't up. This is a waste of time, but Jinx is taking bot lane, so it's not the end of the world. We're doing okay in the CS department. I kind of wish it was higher. So here I'm just like, I'll tank this damage. This brand is really weak. I'm not scared of him whatsoever. So here I'm just like, wait, we're turning it? And then I was like, yeah, okay. We get that. I don't use my R here. I don't feel the need to put my R on cooldown yet. Fiddle gets all the kills. Here I go and get more damage. Seems like Yasuo might be in trouble again. But yeah, we're pretty good on the farm department right now. So I'm running through their jungle with some of my vision here. Jinx is in a little bit of trouble here. She's kiting him around, but he gets her. So I get him with my Q. So at this point, I have a red buff. I feel like, yeah, I could just push this. I'm not scared of them anymore. GP was last seen top, so I think that without GP, there's little to no threat. And if they go for me, dodge the Q there. Scripter. No, I'm kidding. If they go for me, my team was all situated around Baron. So Lucian is still 0-0-0. So he hasn't done anything this game yet. Yeah, he's absolutely not a part of this game. So I was like, I want to spend my gold here. I want to go Void Staff already. I don't know about that. Maybe I should have just gone Lichbane or maybe Abyssal. Don't feel like the don't feel like I need the Void Staff yet because they're all weak, but I choose to go with it anyway because the thing about Void Staff is that it also works on tower structures, so you'll do more damage to towers and inhibitors with a Void Staff. I don't think inhibitors actually. I don't think they have any MR to penetrate. So, but to towers, you absolutely do. So at this point, my team they know that they should just be around Baron. See, this is what a good team does. They know, I saw that word. They know that I want to pressure. So here I'm putting in a situation. Two of them are pushing mid. Lee Sin's caught out. GP is top. I'm just like, it's only going to be an Annie, if anything. Annie flashes on me. I'm too tanky. I can tank the tower and her. And Braum is like, going, is that him? That wasn't even a good play. It was just a normal play. I flashed the mastery in their face. So here I'm just like, they're still pushing mid, so I'm going to keep pushing. I push faster than the Lucian and the Brand. I can do more damage to a tower than Lucian and a Brand, and I saw Fiddlesticks going. The other two people in the team are dead, so I just go and push this. Lee Sin's about to come up. I'm not that afraid of him, so I just take the tower and then I leave. But I want to leave because, one, Brand and Lucian are running in my direction. 2, Lee Sin is back up. And 3, I want the blue buff here. I remember there was a ward. So here I have a lot of gold, and I'm greedy. Okay, this is way too greedy. But my team is on Baron, so if they come and kill me, we get Baron. So at this point, like, I'm just going to go and pressure top lane. Since my team's doing Baron, I can pressure them, but I didn't need to. They don't know my team's doing Baron, so I'm just like, whatever. And I was like, wait, I have minions. I could push this. And I was like, nah. White staff it is. I don't know. I don't think I should sell this to buy a blasting one. Let's see how much I have left. No, I should have bought an elixir. Here Yasuo gets the idea to 1-3-1, and our team is all on the same page. Like, yes, we need to 1-3-1. If you guys don't know what that is, that means one person split pushing top, one person split pushing bot, and 3 people just holding mid lane. So, just pressuring any objective. So if they go for me, Yasuo gets a top tower, and mid gets a tower. If they go for Yasuo, I get an inhib. So if they go for anything else, in this situation, they pretty much have to go for me. But now that Yasuo is being followed, I'm just like, yes, I can get a free inhib here. They're pinging me to do the inhib, I know. I'm just clearing the minions because I want the minions to stay there after I take it. Just for here I get a little bit cocky. I could have probably killed him, but here I was like, Annie's coming, so I just finish off the inhib here. I have my passive still. I missed it. I delayed it so much. I go for 1 and I get an inhib, and my team is getting mid tower at the same time. So I think that was worth it. In my opinion, that was worth it. So I'm just going for more damage. I'm snowballing so hard that I don't feel like... I think my defensive items this game are AP. I already have enough MR. I don't really need the armor much. And W just got really good scaling. So, Lucian, is he about to die for the first time? Yes. I was like, I love having a team that lets me split push. So I was like, wait, where should I go? I have a teleport up in 10 seconds. I was contemplating just TPing mid or what I should do. I feel like GP should have cleansed that fear with his W, not wait for the Braum stun. I feel like he wouldn't even got Braum stunned if he did. This one. I don't know. This is apparently platinum players. I don't understand. No idea what that was. Anyway, so we're just pushing. We got 2 inhibs already. They need to defend bot lane soon, so we're allowed to pressure this tower here. So if you guys don't know, yeah, if you're completely in the middle of, so here I'm tanking everything, including a turret. I just get absolutely fucked. If you don't know, you stand in melee range of inhibitor just to hit it with your passive and kill it faster. For those who don't know. So team cleans up, and I was like, rip, I fucked up. And I was like, oh well, GG, well played, boys. So yeah, that was Diana mid lane. Diana mid lane did well for once. Who would have thought? But yeah, I think a lot of that has to do with just I feel like in this game I just roamed a lot more than I normally do, and that's what made it a good mid lane game for me. I was confident enough to roam. That's something that seems to lack. All right, watch what's about to happen. I want the blue, and then I'm like, he's really fat. He wants it. I'm level 17. He's level 50. I'm like, yeah, whatever. I'll take it. He'll take it. I'm like, okay, whatever. Which is fine. It's the jungler's blue buff, so it's okay for me. So look at that. So close. I was like, I got this. Are you ready for me? They're like, they don't. My team does not believe in me. They're like, you're gonna die. I'm like, nope. I was saying to myself, nope, I'm not. Because the way I did this was not just running in blind, right? I make sure there's no vision where I'm going. I dodge the minion wave so they don't know I'm coming yet. And that's like, I did it properly. Like, I didn't just run in like a headless chicken. So, good game. Well played. Entertaining game in my opinion. I think I played this game really well. There were a couple of mistakes. The last death at the base, that was a mistake. Some of the fights, I acted like a frontline when I wasn't. So damage is done. We do really well. And the Lee Sin starts complaining about their team and stuff. So they're saying 3v5, but honestly the Lee Sin wasn't playing well either. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and peace out. If you'd like more of these where I'm going through gameplay, then let me know. And it's been Stefan, and I hope you guys maybe learned a thing or two from this as well. Maybe that would help. So yeah, peace out guys.